How's it going, everybody? It's Marshall. It's Saturday. Thanks for tuning into the show. It's a live stream. I'm live. It's about 5:27 p.m. in the Mountain Time Zone. So I hope you all have had a great week. And yeah, so today I'm going to kind of start from scratch on a track. I have no idea what I want to do or what I'll be using. I do want to incorporate the Moog 1 into something, obviously, as soon as possible. And I've kind of been doing some organizing of the studio here to get some better shots. This is kind of what I've got set up for that right now. But because the MIDI implementation isn't quite where it needs to be just yet, I'm going to have to hold off on that. So on the Moog 1 Monday, we'll see what we can do. There's supposed to be a new firmware patch out, and we'll see if that corrects some of that. And we'll kind of go from there. So as soon as, as Moog continues to develop on the Moog 1 and make it a better instrument, we'll start integrating that into some work here on the channel. So yeah, so today again, we're just going to start from scratch on something. I don't have any idea what I want to do. So I've just fired up a blank session at Ableton, so I'll just kind of start going through getting this set up here. And we'll go from there. So for me, normally I'll clear out all the crap and start off with a couple of MIDI channels. And I like to start with kick and bass, usually, unless I have a specific melody in mind, which at this point in time I do not. So what we'll do is we will drop in the Kick 2 plugin and just start working. So I'll just set up a simple 4/4 pattern here for right now. And we'll start looping this. Let's see. And we'll just get something that's kind of house or trance-ish. Alright, well, I guess we can start with that. And the cool thing about the Kick 2 plugin, if you've not heard of it, you can kind of go in and design your own kicks and stuff, but for right now we'll leave that like that. Let's start figuring out what we want to do for bass. Now I kind of want to try and mess around with the MS-20 a little bit. So let me I think that's hooked up right now. So let's drop in an external instrument. And let's see if it shows up here. It's on, but I don't know that it's showing in here. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Might be having a driver issue with that as well. So I guess let's scratch that. Let's do the let's use the mini Moog. I haven't used that in anything in a while, so I'm just gonna check my routings here. Mini Moog is number 3. So I switch my patch bay around. And it says it's in the MIDI Express port 2. I don't know if that's true anymore, but we'll find out here. Which one did I? Number 1. Alright, that's... So we're hooked up into the right spot. This might not be hooked up right for me right now, actually. This happens sometimes. Like, I got a new synth, got the Moog 1 in here, moved a bunch of stuff around, and then... let me just check something here 1 second. Let me see what's plugged into this mini Moog. Ah, it's not hooked up to anything. Let me see if I can plug it in. And grab a light. Hey John, how's it going, buddy? I'm just trying to hook up this MIDI for the mini Moog. Hang tight here. Alright. I think I got it figured out. Let's try it. Hey, Severi, how's it going, man? Oh, let me see. There we go, we got mini Moog madness here. Alright guys, just let me know if my levels get too hot at any point. I'll try and keep an eye on it, but actually that kick sounds like ass. So now let's find a little bass melody here. Something like that will get us going here. What's up, Mr. Cow Food? Yeah, the kick is just a placeholder right now. We're definitely gonna... something to start with. Let's get some more percussion going here and start seeing how this goes. So let's start looking for like some claps and stuff. So we'll drill down into my samples library. Sample packs. Let's dig into the old hydrogen snare library. Let's start with this. Mr. Basic, how's it going, buddy? And we'll do some hi-hats. So let's find some hi-hats. Now, no. A Minotaur and a Slim Fatty. The Minotaur I've never used. I remember when it came out, and I think I don't think that thing can save presets or anything like that, and I think that was one of the main reasons why I probably stayed away from it. But the Slim Fatty's awesome. For sure. Oh, you bought a Mother 32 cow food? That's pretty cool. Yeah, the Mother 32 is an interesting idea. It didn't seem like something that was really for me, and so I never picked one up. I considered it a long time ago and was like, I don't know that I'd use it that much. Oh, let's see. What happened to my drum rack? Oh, I'm going crazy. Alright, let's find some hi-hat one-shots and do some sequencing there just to get a vibe going, and then we'll probably need to go through and change up that bass line. So let's see, here's my hydrogen hi-hat library. Oh, Mother 32 and a DFAM, and you got your OB6 and all that other gear, dude. It's gonna be awesome. There we go. Can't go wrong with the open hi-hat. I need to get some of the boutiques back in here, but they're still in the other room. because I want to do a full boutique track, and that's been on hold since the Moog 1 came in, but I'll get around to it eventually. That might get us started here. Oh, the Slim Fatties are going for $600 now, and going up. Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, at what point do some of the instruments that are now kind of old, like the Fatties, like the Little Fatty, the Slim Fatty, and some of those instruments that were released around the early to mid 2000s, like, when do those start becoming classics, if at all, where people are desiring them? And it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, what am I doing? I don't want that. Actually, this is not going to work, but we're just going to get some stuff sequenced here. Let me fix that stupid thing. That sounds awful. Oh no. See if I can fix the panning on these. Fuck it. We'll just switch them up. looking for something that's not quite so harsh on this one. Let's try a different sample pack. There's like, I think there's like, how many are in this sample pack? 1,052. Yeah, like sometimes you still don't find what you want. So let me try one of these other ones. Let's try this main room. Some hi-hat one-shots in here. Those are hits. Where's the, here we go, hi-hats and cymbals. I guess we could try, let's switch that up to a ride. See what happens. But instead, with this pattern, we'll do something like this. Let's try recording something like that. Still not feeling this Mini Moog line. So now I'm gonna mess with the sound on the Mini Moog, see if we can get something a little better sounding. a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so since I suck at playing, let's do this. I'll drop in the good old blue ARP plugins. Blue ARP. And we will set this. Oh, I'm missing stuff. Post effects. Alright, so I'm gonna try and thicken up this kick drum a little bit here. That clap or snare thing is just driving me nuts. So let's just kill all of that. And this is what happens when you start from scratch. Sometimes you get good, sometimes you get bad, and that's okay. So let's go sample digging here again. And I'm not feeling the hi-hats either, so I don't know. We'll just keep playing around here. That's kind of a nice one. Let's see what we can do with that. I'm pretty much hating everything I'm doing right now. So, let's it's like normally what I'll do is I'll come up with an idea, something that's sounding good, and then I'll do a live stream working on it. So this is like how this stuff starts. Like I may spend hours and hours just messing around trying to get some percussion lines, some melodies, some bass lines going, and then once I feel like I've got an idea that's working out good, I start developing it more. So like this is kind of my process for trying to figure out what I want to do, if anything. So like, and I have an idea for a track, but like I want to save it for the Moog One. Okay, let's see, what else can we use? Well, we were talking about the Slim Fatty earlier. Let's throw that in there. Where is the Slim Fatty? Number 4. Right next to the mini mode in the patch bay. Slim Fatty, and that's over USB. So should be able to drop one in. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Slim Fatty, and then now we are in number 2. Something is out of tune, and I'm not sure which. Well, let's just. if this is going to work the way I want at all, but that's the other thing. So, like, I haven't done sound design on the Slim Fatty in a long time. So I've got some presets that I've made, and some of the factory ones are still in there, but we'll see if we can... What am I doing? This is my Slim Fatty. I can't spell today. Rename. Alright, so we'll try another blue ARP sequence on this. And maybe we'll start adding some effects to a few things and see how long we've been going here. We have been streaming for a little over an hour, so it's probably getting about that time, but no matter how far I get here, I'll be developing something over the next week or two to do on these live streams. So John is asking if the drums are from Ableton. No, the drums are from a plugin called Kick 2. That's for the kick drum here. That's this here, and this is a wonderful, wonderful plugin for creating kicks or generating kicks. Like, it's got a pretty awesome preset library, but you can get in here and do some of your own sound designing if you want. Then the claps and stuff, these are all I just layered up 2 different claps that are from a sample pack. I buy a bunch of one-shot sample packs, and in fact I'm probably about due to start buying some more. And you just build up a library of those over time. So I've got one-shots of kicks, snares, hi-hats, claps, crashes, pretty much any kind of percussion type sound. I have a whole bunch of libraries that I've picked up over the years. And then I'll just, when I start working on a track, I'll start sequencing different sounds and see what I can come up with there. And, you know, you throw in your bass line, some melodies, and you start developing a track. And that's kind of... So this was like literally from nothing to, let's see if I can come up with something. I don't know that I love anything that I'm doing right now, but this is how it goes. And sometimes you come up with something good, sometimes you don't. You know, that's how it goes. So anyway, let's see if we can... And it sounds pretty generic right now, but this is like literally nothing is really going on yet. And yeah, and that's okay. Alright, so what am I doing here? Let's see. So now we have this one. So blue ARP 10. And then you have to go like that. Sounds like Tron. So that's, let's try adding some effects on here and see if we're liking any of that. Actually, you know what? I don't mind using, for some of these effects, that's the stock Ableton effects. That should not be there. I don't know if any of that sounded good at all. Probably not, but we can play it back a little bit, and then I think I'll call it a stream here. Call it a stream, and let's listen to that a little bit. I think think I need some more sound shaping in this section here. There's something kind of there that's kind of vintage dance music, which is okay with me. I like some old school. What if we had some of that reverb in on this? Group all these guys. That part was cool. I don't know. I'll have to listen to that some more and see if I like anything that happened in there at all. But something's kind of going on, and that's okay with me. So let me just save this as a new track. And let's see what we call this. New track live 11:10. Don't have a name for it yet, and that's okay. 'Cause maybe we'll find one later. Alright, let's see how we're doing in the chat over here before we head out. Rolling a doobie. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, I guess that's going to do it for me here, gentlemen and ladies, if any ladies are out there. I'll be back on Monday with a new Moog 1 Monday, and I'm hoping that there's going to be a new firmware for us to explore. And I've got some new camera angles set up. I might try, we'll see what happens. Like, I might get another little GoPro camera to stick somewhere over here to get a little different view. It's hard to get enough cameras on here to see everything, and that's kind of the conundrum. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to get some different shots set up for it, so I'm kind of planning on that. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully it'll be a better live stream than last Monday. That was a bit of a train wreck there. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat room again. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll see you guys next week. Well, actually, I'll see you on Monday, so have a good weekend. Talk to you later.